Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Lucha Revolution. I am your host, graceful as always, War Machine MJ.
He sucks ass.
At least he doesn't take parts out of somebody's ass and hold it like a bong rip.
That's not true.
You suck a part out of her ass, wouldn't you?
Oh, it's not.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm joined by the other members of WonderShop, Pockets and Malcolm. Mainstream! And we're here today to talk about Episode 2, The Amulet. Yeah, that's really what it's called. This time I remember the fucking episode.
They actually call it the Amulet.
Yeah.
The Amulet.
Amulet.
Whoa,
Oh.
Black Lady. Whoa, Black Lady.
Not ambulance.
Amberlance.
The Amulet. Okay.
The Amulet, yes.
The Amberlance.
Ambulance.
Ambulance.
Amberlance.
Anyways.
Landmaster.
Gay master. Anyway, this episode was very, very, very story heavy.
Yeah.
Like, it was a lot of throwback to, you know, what was going on behind the scenes at Ultima Lucha. Dos. Almost forgot Dos. You know, with Joey Ryan, Cortez Castro, and the other cops. You know, all that good stuff. But the episode started off going back to Aztec days, where
Told the power of one of the amulets.
yeah, told the power of one amulet. It was given to a little girl, and all she was told is once she becomes a woman, that amulet will keep her alive, will keep her from never growing old.
Well, that's, yeah, it's told the backstory of, there was a war going on,
Between the people and the gods.
yeah, and it was over, what, the power of the Aztec medallions or something like that?
I believe so.
Yeah, and apparently each of the medallions has a mystical power equivalent to the power of gods, or something like that.
Well, from the various tribes.
Yeah, each one of the tribes was given a mystical amulet, which gave them the power of whatever god they worshipped, right? And it was given to, and the gods apparently wanted to take them back or something.
Well, either that or it was
Or the humans used them to war against the gods.
Yeah, I think it was they used them to war against each other.
Right. And the gods were going to take them back.
Territorial.
Yeah.
Examples of, you know, some of these amulet holders in the nowadays of the temples, Puma and Marty the Moth, representing the Moth Clan.
Katrina.
Yeah.
No, not Katrina. She's not a medallion holder.
I thought she was.
No, she's just 1,000-year-old. Actually, it's not really defined what she is. She's got dark powers. That's all we know.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Did they say which specific medallion it was or from which clan it was? No?
No,
they just said it, like, that medallion's power is it grants, once you hit maturity, it grants eternal life, as long as you have it in your possession, right?
Actually, it just pertains to women.
Yeah. So then that would have been one of the amulets that Sexy Star won, right?
Yeah.
But that's what the power was. It's like once you grow to maturity as a woman, like as long as the amulet's in your possession, you never age. Like you just live forever.
And then,
or was it you never age or you can't be killed? You can't die.
You never age and you never die.
Right.
That's the thing.
Okay.
But it came out that it flashed to modern day, where it's focusing on the police chief, who had half of an amulet. Suspicion is it's the amulet that they showed.
Oh my God.
Not really hard detective work, but anyway. Put a timestamp on where it just cut back to. It was the night of Ultima Lucha Dos. Basically, Cortez Castro came in and she gave him the rundown that somebody's mobilizing a strike team against Dario Cueto to arrest him. Then Cortez Castro gets put on suspension until he thinks about which side of the war he wants to be on.
Yeah.
This being the war between the police and the temple and all that. A lot of conspiracy theories. But then they cut back to, I believe they went back to the temple for a match, didn't they?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, they cut to a match.
They cut to a match, which was last Wednesday. You know, it was back to, let's just say it's back to fall. Let's say there, because this is going to be confusing. They time hop a lot. Anyway, back to fall, back to the present. Opening match was
Sad.
It was sad, yeah. It was Famous B representing Dr. Wagner Jr. Junior.
surgeon.
The
known
surgeon
around the world.
of submission.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
He's known around the world as the world famous surgeon of submission.
He took on Famous B's former client, Mascarita Sagrada, the mighty midget. It's sad to say this, but Lucha Underground didn't really have jobbers until now.
Yeah.
Mascarita Sagrada, despite being outsized, outbuilt, he tried his best, but the doctor put him under.
Yep. With one move.
With one move. Match didn't last very long. It was squash. It was squish. Dr. Wagner Jr. picked up the win, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Back to storyline stuff. Yeah, my Xbox had to tell me that my controller is slow. Anyway, back to storyline stuff. It went back to early in the season. The first episode, Dario Cueto coming back into his office, make sure everything was back in place. Then he's confronted by Rod's favorite Lucha Underground star, Joey Ryan, who cues him out on a little bit of factoid. Apparently, Joey Ryan is a dirty cop. Shocker.
Who's feeding info to Dario Cueto.
Yeah, he's feeding info to Dario Cueto. He helped get Dario out of jail quick.
Yeah.
And he wants to be on the right side of the war, Dario's side. And he just asked for money. Totally ignore our sleeping boob on camera. You got any input, Malcolm? Anyway.
I'm sorry, man. I'm just kind of sleepy.
That's right.
It's fine.
It's alright. People will just chuckle at your snoring. Just don't go. Dream of sweet victory of Auburn. Anyway, drink right. Anyway, basically Joey Ryan wants a little, little payment.
He wants a little kickback for the information.
Yeah, because he's on, and I found this hilarious. He's on child support.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny. Normally you don't hear that out of a heel character. That's pretty funny. But cut back to the temple for another match. It was yet another squish match. It was the man from the heavens, R. Hennis, versus Mills Martez.
I gotta say, I like his new look.
I do. Very angelic.
Yeah.
Mil Martez, we're always a fan of Mil Martez. He's really good. He's a really great powerhouse.
Yeah, he is.
Not to mention he always has the lovely, lovely Katrina with her insatiable lick of death. Yeah. Awkward bone.
And whatever rubber thing she's wearing now.
Whatever rubber suit that makes Scarlett Johansson's Black Widow look outdated. Anyway, R. Hennis, another jobber. He got squished by the Flatliner. Match didn't last long, but as Katrina was given R. Hennis a going away gift, out comes our boy Prince, Playboy the sequel, Prince Puma, just giving Mills Martez all sorts of hell. Then when Puma dropped him out of the ring, was going after him, on the hunt, Katrina breaks it up. And you don't see Katrina break up a fight. Your thoughts?
I, for one, can't wait to see what this turns into. They had one hell of a rivalry.
They did.
And if it's going to be reignited with a Puma that's out to prove himself, to prove that he can better himself, and Mil Muertes, who's just like this raging beast of just pure evil and hate now, I think it's going to be even better.
It is. I mean, I'm glad they picked up on this because as big as the rivalry was towards the end of season 1, the match at Ultima Lucha 2 between them just kind of felt not satisfied.
Wait, Ultimate Lucha Dos?
Ultimate Lucha.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't specify, but no, I didn't feel very satisfied with that match. I mean, it was one-sided for one, but it was short-lived too.
Yeah.
So I'm glad they're restarting this. I mean, any chance to see my boy Prince Playboy the sequel go at it? It's great. Then they cut back to more story, back to Fall.
Mhm.
It was the police chief once again. And this time Cortez, he's just like, he pops back in, and the police chief's just like, well, it's been months. He's like, yeah, I know. I want to be on the right side. I'm going to play for you. So she's like, all right, guess you're going back to the temple. Then as soon as he leaves, she pulls out her half of the medallion. Again, just starts staring at it for some reason. Then we cut back to the main event match that was hyped for last week. It was, okay, anyway, it was the Weapons of Mass Destruction match between Marty.
First ever WND match.
First ever.
Okay, like before we get into this, to give you a little background on the Weapons of Mass Destruction match, it's like a no holds barred, anything goes, whatever's around the ring or in the area you can use. But it was a slight difference. If you noticed, most of the objects in and around the ring were military themed, kind of. There was missile, cargo nets, ammo containers,
an MMG.
Yeah, just a bunch of stuff.
It's basically like if they took ECW to boot camp.
Yeah.
Now, that being said, it was a rivalry that didn't really get punctuated at the end of Season 2. It was between the creepy bastard, Marty the Moth Martinez, and our boy, Killshot. Now, a little backstory. Picking up from Ultimate Lucha Dos, Marty the Moth walked away with Killshot's dog tags.
He gave them back when they were tag teamed together. And then at the end of the match, he took them again.
Yeah. Killshot tried to get them back in the middle of the Gift of the Gods match, but to no avail. And
just to give, just like the start of this whole thing, so, not that they never saw eye to eye, but at some point, Marty the Moth decided he was going to mess with Killshot, and he decided to steal his fallen comrades' dog tags.
I don't think it was fallen comrades. I think that was his source of identity, though.
I thought they said it was like his dog tags, and then there was other ones with him, because it's a bundle of dog tags. It was his.
Actually,
so it's just his.
It's just 2 dog tags.
Okay.
So I think like they were trying to go for like a Fallen Brothers kind of deal, but to me it just looked like, you know, he took away Killshot's identity, which I thought that was pretty cool. Like either way they went with it, it was pretty cool.
Right.
But like Josh said, it wasn't because they saw eye to eye. It's just Marty the Moth got the brilliant idea of, hey, let's see what happens if I poke the bear.
Yeah. And since then, they've been fighting back and forth over the dog tags.
And it's been really good.
Yeah, it has.
It's come down to a boiling point here. Like last week, Marty the Moth, you know, he said he was done with Killshot. Then Dario said, no, Killshot's not done with you. So he booked this match, and I gotta say, loved this match.
And this wasn't your average 90s ECW bullshit, throw together, let's make everybody bleed kind of match. This actually had story. This had amazing spots that if you've never seen them, you've only ever seen them once or twice. Unique uses of just the objects around the ring.
It was built on blood, steel, and hatred.
Yeah, it was.
But I gotta say, before they fought, like, I gotta give props. Marty the Moth was really ready for battle. I mean, he had the camo fatigues. He had a brain bucket. You know, he even carried around a little prop gun. And he looked like he was ready to, you know, storm Vietnam. Of course, Killshot jumped him before he even made his way down the steps. Just started wailing on him from the get-go. Just, this match was so amazing. It made the whole program worthwhile. Just, your thoughts?
I'm glad they gave it enough time to develop. And I'm not the kind of guy that is usually like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. But this match had me standing up. I was screaming at the TV. And just some of the specific spots, the double foot stomp, top of the ladder, the head first, just like slamming head first to the ammo container.
Smacking him with the MMG.
Yeah.
Cutting Marty.
At one point, didn't somebody try to strangle the other person with like one of the cargo nets or something?
No, Killshot threw a cargo net on Marty the Moth, and he super kicked him.
Yeah. The Marty the Moth border tossed Killshot out of the ring onto a set of tables. He just like border tossed through a table.
Mari Posa came out and tried to interfere, and Killshot wound up putting her through a table from the ladder.
Yeah.
That's sadistic.
And then the move that won the match, Killshot won, and the move that won the match is one of the biggest spots I think we've ever seen from Lucha.
Well, at least from Killshot.
Yeah.
But after Mari Posa went through the table on the other side of the ladder, Killshot's side, Killshot was beating at Marty the Moth. You know, and he was climbing up as Marty the Moth was slithering down. He pulled Marty the Moth back up, kept wailing on him. Then he grabbed the dog tags, like snatched them off Marty's neck. Then he stuffed the dog tags away. Then he looked at Marty, did the little Killshot trigger pull. Then he double foot stomped him off the top, guiding him down through the other table. It was, no pun intended, the coup de grace of the match.
Yeah.
No pun intended. But he got the 1, 2, 3. He got his dog tags. It was the end. That was amazing. Like, I would even chalk this week up as the best week in wrestling right now. Because of that match alone, plus the CWC, plus Backlash, plus Raw's main event. Not so much SmackDown, though.
That's true.
But still, like, that was an amazing end to the Robbery. That was an amazing match to an otherwise meh show. However, it was not over there. Because as soon as that match, as soon as they cut to the promo, it was Mills Martez who was enraged. He was just beating on lockers. He knocks the lockers down, and Katrina's just like, enough! And Mills is just like, I want Puma! Yeah, I like that improv that he did. And Katrina's just like, don't worry, you'll get Puma, because he stands between me and what I want. Lo and behold, she holds up the other half of the medallion. Oof, things are getting spicy at the temple.
Are we going to see a long-lost sister route? Maybe the police chief actually has ancient powers like Katrina.
Or maybe Katrina's the police chief's dark half.
Yeah.
Anything could go here. I mean, this is...
Why is Puma in the center of it all? What is we all know his relation to Mills and Katrina, but what is his relation with the police force and the police chief?
Well, remember, he is of one of the 7 ancient tribes. He's of the Puma House. The Puma tribe.
Yeah.
I almost said Puma House. This is the Game of Thrones. This is at Westeros. Anyway, but my big question is, are they going to finally stop making Arhennis a jobber? It's like the biggest question of season 3. No, but all kidding aside, it was a meh episode up until the Killshot Marty the Moth.
I think to actually make that last match good, they had to do squash matches to get the time limit and everything right.
That, and they made it story heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was even story heavier than last week's.
Yeah.
I mean, not that we're complaining, because this is more compelling storytelling than WWE. Which is
sure.
It's sad, but it's true. Yeah, that's gonna wrap up this episode. Who knows what we're gonna see next week? We could see anything. We might even see new faces.
We'll leave you with the sounds of Malcolm sleeping.
The sounds of silence.
Alright, let's
No.
wrap it up.
Yeah, we might as well wrap it up. Guess plug party time. Sarah Dorkfield, Devin Cooks, Rodimus Prime being a stupid idiot. Rodimus Prime on YouTube being a stupid idiot. Us, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Subscribe to our goddamn YouTube channel. Let's see. There's a new video about it's our review, if I can get my words together, a review of Backlash, SmackDown's premiere show. There's that burp. That didn't quite come out. There's going to be a new episode of CWC where I talk about the amazing 2-hour finale. A lot of twists and turns. Anything else down the pipeline? We got our preview of Crash of Champions. Don't forget to check out our totally amazing, awesome friend, wonderful human being, Bacon Leader Hypergraphia of Team Bacon on Twitch. What else? Anything you want to plug?
No, I'm good.
Okay, I'm trying to think. Yeah, join us next week. We'll be doing another episode of Lucha Revolution. So, that being said, he's Sleepy, he's Wonder, and I'm War, and we will see you fuckers next time.